What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. So we're once again back here with another new look rebuild, and today we have ourselves the Washington Wizards, who just cut their roster down to 15 players. They bought out Marcus Smart, and Blake Wesley wanted out as well. So basically, I'm guessing that this will be the final product of the Washington Wizards in this offseason, and this is what they'll be going into the season with. So let's go ahead and jump in and do a new look Washington Wizards rebuild in NBA 2K25. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like in this one and subscribe if you're new to this channel. As always, greatly appreciated. We're currently on the road to 50,000 subs. So if you want to help us reach that goal, that would be amazing. Share scenario has been updated as we're recording this once again. Basically, the only thing I just added was Chris Paul to the Clippers. That's pretty much it. I'm running out of free agency room, unfortunately, in the share scenario, I will say, and we're on the Clippers right now. As you can tell, I just updated it, but we're rebuilding the Wizards today. Also got to make sure I have autosave on so we don't, screw ourselves. And it is on. Okay, so let's talk about the Washington Wizards. So we got McCollum, of course, who they brought in a trade with Jordan Poole, Alex Sarr, Bilal Coulibaly. Someone's going to get mad at me because I always butcher his name, and there's a comment about it every freaking time. I'm sorry, okay? I can't pronounce names correctly. Really triggers some people. It's kind of weird to me. But Chris Middleton, Kashawn George, Corey Kispert, Champagnie, Bub Carrington, Cam Wilmore, Trey Johnson, Marvin Bagley, AJ Johnson, Malachi Branham. I have not done a Wizards rebuild since they did make the trade for, they traded away Kelly Olynyk to the Spurs and got Branham and, of course, Wesley, who just got bought out and wanted out. And then you got Vucevic on a two-way contract, Will Riley, Dylan Jones, and then Martin and Jameer Watkins. So let's go ahead, get straight to player progression to see what this is looking like going into, unless we're stuck on day 12. That did not work. That's scaring me. Okay, it worked now. We got Alex Sarr up to an 85. Bilal is up to an 83. And we got Bub up to an 81, and then Cam Whitmore is up, Malachi Branham is up. So this is all looking really good. So let's go look at the rotation going into year one. This is somewhat of a deep roster. Of course, the veterans like Middleton and McCollum will not be long-term guys on this team. They're nice veteran presences for now, but once they're gone, obviously all the young guys will get all the minutes in the world. Let's go ahead and take a look at this rotation going into year number one, and already I have some issues. I don't know if I would really want to see McCollum and Middleton starting. Honestly, that sounds kind of bad, but Bub at point guard is fine with me. We're also going to go 10-man rotation, kind of see what this looks like. So we have Bub, Carrington, McCollum, Middleton. I think I'm fine with Kashawn George and Sarr starting, but I think, I need to put Bilal in there, and I think he is listed at small forward. And then I guess McCollum starting maybe isn't the worst thing in the world. Who else? I mean, Trey Johnson has to get some minutes, though, right away. So that's kind of an issue, too. So I don't know. I guess, yeah, AJ Johnson now is getting minutes. Who do we kick out for Trey Johnson? Like I said, this is a deep team, but Trey Johnson has to get some minutes immediately. So that's a good question. I guess you would maybe bench Middleton. I don't know. I think they have to play a little bit, right? Maybe I just kick out Champagnie, I guess, for Trey Johnson right now. This rotation will be figured out, of course, once we have the veterans gone and it'll kind of look more clear. But for now, this is what we're going to roll with. So something like this, it's not pretty right now. I'm expecting to be a bad team again. We really need to add another lottery pick to this team, in my opinion. If we are able to do that, then we're well on our way to something special. So I will see you guys at the end of year number one. I don't think I'll be trading CJ or Middleton. They're both expiring, so I want them to walk away, and I don't want to take on any extra salary. I could see the Wizards, though, in real life using those contracts to maybe take on some salary and get a first-round pick on top of that. So that could be something they do, too. But for now, I think I'm going to prioritize having money cap, some cap flexibility. So at the end of year number one, we were extremely horrible, and that's kind of what I wanted to see. I want to land ourselves another lottery pick to add to this team, and like I said, I think we'll be well on our way to something very special. So for whatever reason, Carrington showing up as a rookie, all-rookie second team. Don't know why that is. His stats from last year are just completely gone for whatever reason. Kind of confusing, but whatever. I guess I won't question it. So I feel like that's the only one that I'm noticing that shouldn't be here. Everyone else is from, I guess, Makovich too. I don't know. It's weird. Whatever. So here is your playoffs. And obviously, like I said, we were bad. So offensively, or I guess points per game, McCollum led the way with 19 points per game, 12 from Sarr. Yeah, just all around not good. Nobody really was the lead scorer. Trent Johnson only with 8, but I definitely am expecting a lot of improvement next year. And I don't know if it's necessary to look at this yet, but again, I'm going to try to start incorporating team stats. Points per game, we were probably like last if I had to guess. So yeah, we were last in points per game, and then points allowed, we were probably up there somewhere. Yeah, 120, 7th worst. Okay, so let's go ahead and see who goes on and win the championship in year one, and then we get to focus on the lottery. We got the Knicks and the Mavericks is usually what's kind of happens. The Mavericks going to beat the Knicks in 5 games. LeBron James is calling it. Batum, Brook Lopez, James Harden. The Unk squad is starting to retire, as you can see in LA. and now let's go to the lottery. So for the draft lottery system, we are hoping to get lucky and land a top 3 pick at the very least, because if we can walk away with one of those prospects, that'd be great. But it's more than likely we are going to drop to pick 5, and what do you know it? I mean, we dropped to pick 4, which I guess isn't as bad as it could have been. Thunder via Philadelphia. I'm pretty sure the Philadelphia 76ers have protections on that pick, so I think that's going to go to Philadelphia, actually. So I need to fix that, and then Hawks get the 7th pick, Thunder via Houston. So yeah, unfortunately, we didn't get a top 3 pick, but at least we got the 4th overall selection. So let's go draft. And of course, we'll keep Brian Keefe for now, maybe eventually go into a different coach. But we're going to give the Philadelphia 76ers their pick back. And I'll see you guys in draft night with what we take at number 4. So let's jump straight in here and see what's about to go down. Philadelphia's going to take DeBanza to Philly, which makes sense. We got Darren Peterson to Memphis, and then we have Cameron Boozer to Utah. So we missed out on the top 3 prospects, as I kind of mentioned. So we could take Nate Ament, which I do think I will end up doing here. So that is we're going to take at pick 4. There's Dash Daniels. I know I also could take Elijah Arenas. It would make a ton of sense, but I am going to go ahead and take Nate Ament here, 6'9" forward out of Tennessee. I just had him in a recent video that you guys didn't see because I ended up having to delete it, but he was phenomenal in that video, so I'm kind of hoping to get something very similar. So I think I'll just go ahead and take one of the bigs here. So I'll go Moreno here and hope he can become something for us. So that will be our draft. We get 2 second rounders as well, which we can't two-way them. So I don't know how many roster spots we'll have, but we'll sign one of them at least. And then here's your option. So we're obviously going to accept all of these, no brainer here. So all those guys are coming back. And then Martin, Vucevic, Branham. I mean, I'm probably not. I usually don't worry about the 2-ways, so I'm probably not going to worry about it now. And Malachi Branham is going to be someone I would be interested in bringing back because he low-key kind of becomes a stud in the 2K sim, which is why I'm kind of excited to have a video with him now. So Carrington's at point guard. Then we have, of course, Whitmore, A.J. Johnson, and Trey Johnson. We have Belil, Kispert, Nate, who we just drafted. Probably going to be sliding Nate to more to the 4, though, because I think he could develop there and start right away. And then Alex Sarr. We don't really have a good backup 5 right now. So kind of know where I'm going to take this. I want Branham back, but probably for as cheap as possible. We do have cap space. So yes, I could go sign someone really good right now. But what I would like to do is just, you know, get a good backup 5. Maybe even a veteran, like not Drummond necessarily, but someone who's not going to regress too much. It could be a big part of what we're doing. I just don't know if that exists. We could just bring Vucevic back to be kind of the backup 5 so he could become in this video. Don't hate the idea of that, finally giving him an actual contract. So I think that's where I'm going to start. I think I'm going to give him a team option deal and see what he can become as the backup center next year. So we'll do that instead of signing a vet. And then I think we'll give Branham, like I said, probably get him for as cheap as possible. So we'll have him and Kispert as shooters off the bench, which will be nice. So we'll take that. And then Branham, we'll go ahead and wait. Did I just get Vucevic on the contract? I think I just, what did he sign? Yeah, he did not sign what I gave him. So he's actually only on a 1-year deal, which I guess is fine too, whatever. So let's take Branham to the last day of free agency, and then we'll have kind of a more clear path on what our rotation is going to look like. No Middleton or McCollum to have to, you know, give minutes to. So the young guys will be getting all the minutes in the world. So again, Branham is asking for a little too much money in my opinion. So if we can get him for like Duncan Robinson type money, I think that'd feel okay. So $16 million a year doesn't sound too bad to me. So we'll sign him to that. Martin's back. And then we got Alex Sarr up to an 86. What did Vucevic turn into? He's up to a 78. So that's a good sign. I like that. Johnson up to an 80. Kajan George up. And then Branham, Trey Johnson. So all this is looking good. We love what we're seeing. So let's go look at the rotation for next season. I can't wait to kind of establish who the scorers will be next year and finally see somebody maybe average 20, which is one of our young guys. So actually, before we get into the season, I'm going to be doing this trade with your Orlando Magic. This trade makes a lot of sense for them. They get themselves a good shooter, someone who's non-guaranteed for the next 2 years. Probably would guarantee it, though, considering they're trading a first to us. But we also take on Jonathan Isaac's contract, so kind of when I hinted at earlier, I could see the Wizards like taking on some salary to acquire picks, and I think this makes a ton of sense. We're going to go ahead and make this trade happen, get a first-round pick in the future. It's kind of you know, really nice move for us, I feel like. And the only thing I need to fix now is Jonathan Isaac is not going to be playing for us, which is kind of weird to say, but yeah, he's kind of going to be here just rotting on the bench, I guess, basically. So the only thing I wanted to change is put Vucevic over Champagny because we need a backup 5 to play, and this is kind of what we're going to be rolling with. So we have Bob Carrington, Trey Johnson, Belil, Nate, and then Sarr, Cam Whitmore, Malachi Branham, AJ Johnson, Kaishan George, and Vucevic. So it looks good. And then shot tendencies, we got Alex Sarr's low, but Cam Whitmore is a somewhat high. Gonna bring that down maybe just a tad bit because I want Trey Johnson to pretty much establish himself this year. And then Nate is someone I want to kind of be really good for us too right away. So something like that. I'll see you guys at the end of year 2. I'm definitely expecting to be a bad team here again. That would be my expectation. It'd be nice if this team surprised me, but again, expecting a development year once again. But I think next year is where we could really start to make some noise. The Luka Doncic in a Bulls uniform wins MVP. Demands as a Rookie of the Year. Edgecombe is also your 6th man. So the 2 guys representing Philly over there. Wimby's your DPOY. Maluak is your most improved. And then Halliburton is your clutch player. Mitch Johnson, Coach of the Year. And Phillips is your executive. So here's your all-NBA first team. I don't anticipate any Wizards here, clearly, other than all rookie team. We should see, yeah, Nate makes it, which is great to see. Let's see what he averaged his rookie season. So averaged 15 points per game, which is great. Pretty good efficiency already, which is what we wanted to see out of our 4th overall pick, so not too bad. We end up as a lottery team once again, so would have loved to have been different this year, but not quite there yet. So Trey Johnson averaged 19, 15 from Nate, 14 from Sarr, and then 13 from Cam Whitmore, 11 from Branham, 11 from AJ Johnson, 10 from Belil, and then 9 from Bub Carrington, and 4 from Kaishan George. And then as far as team stats were concerned, points per game, hopefully a little bit better in this department. Let's see. It looks like we may have still been pretty dead last. And yeah, we're 28th in points per game. And then points allowed, have to assume we're pretty high up there. Yeah, 4th in points allowed per game. So not great. But yeah, let's go see who wins the championship. So we got San Antonio, Portland, now OKC. Dallas is going to make it again, and Mavericks and Pacers. So Pacers are going to win their championship. Halliburton's your Finals MVP. Shout out to Indiana. Dallas Mavericks, Mike Conley retires. Durant's retiring on the Rockets. Drew Holiday on the Blazers. Hardaway as well on the Blazers. So for the lottery, let's go see if we're going to get some lottery luck this time. So once again, we're best odds in everyone overall. Dropped to 4 last year. Let's see what happens this time around. This time we dropped to 5. So lottery luck is not swinging our way. Orlando's picking at 3 as well, which is wild. And then the Nets via the Knicks are picking at 2. Pretty crazy. So we got Brian Keefe still has the head coach. I think we move on from him. I think we've seen enough. So I'm going to go for Nick Nurse, see if he'll sign with us. I'm going to go for Quinn Snyder and see if he'll come to Washington. And then last but not least, we'll give, of course, Redick an offer too. So let's see if we get one of them. Quinn Snyder will choose us. We could sign Redick as well. Actually, I guess I can't. So I guess we're getting Quinn Snyder to be our new coach to lead this rebuild. So on draft night, picking at 5, let's see what we got. So number 1, Stokes is going to Utah. I think this is a weaker draft class, so not really sure what we're going to get here, but we'll take whatever we feel is best. So picking at 5, we got Hugo. I don't even know how to say that guy's name, but you get what the point is. Christian Collins as well. Bro, you got Sadiq White, which I guess I kind of like the idea of him maybe for the future, or we can go Abraham as a potential backup 5 for the future. So I do think we're going to go with that because I kind of like my rotation as is right now. So Dan Big Man to hopefully maybe be a backup to Sarr, or maybe they could start together eventually. We got a few second rounders as well, but I don't think I can sign all of them because I ran into a problem last year where we had no roster spots. So going to accept all these other than Shinpenny. I think we're going to let him go. He hasn't been playing for us anyway. So we're going to let him walk. And then Vucevic, Belil, and Cam Whitmore are 3 guys that there's absolute interest in bringing them all back. And then for free agency, those are the 3 guys to be kind of looking at. And then I don't know how much money we'll have left after that. So Carrington, AJ Johnson, Trey Johnson, Branham. I mean, this team has all the potential to just keep developing, which is the good part. So we really need to see Nate develop really nicely. Abraham, we'll see what, I mean, he's a rookie, so he's probably not going to play this year, but Vucevic will play. But yeah, we'll get it figured out. So Champagne's asked for $9 million. We're not getting him back. So let's just go ahead and renounce Champagne to start things off. And then the biggest thing is trying to get, Koulibaly and Whitmore all, basically for as cheap as possible. Along with Vucevic, even though it says we can't sign him right now. We technically would have the cap room to sign like a Jalen Duren, but not going to go that crazy. So I want to just keep rolling with Vucevic if we can. There's Day'Ron Sharp too, which I wouldn't mind. Are we out of moratorium? We are. So this time it shouldn't glitch and only give him a 1-year deal. So gonna roll with Vucevic again. I want to give him a deal that I was trying to give him last year. So we'll go team option. We'll see what Abraham's gonna turn into next year. So that's gonna be our first signing. And then again, Whitmore and below, we'll wait for the last day to sign them for both as cheap as physically possible. And we're gonna just let the youth development keep building and churning. So let's see what we can get them for now. So Belil, wow, he still wants a lot of money, but we're going to try to bring this down for as much as possible. 30 million a year, I guess, sounds okay. Could we get him flat rate that? And no, he says no to that. Okay, so we can't get him for that much. What about 3 years, 30 million flat? What would you do that, maybe? I think he would. I think there's a chance he accepts that. He will. Okay, nice. Whitmore, 4 years, 25 flat sounds fine, or maybe even less than that. 23 million flat. Would you do that? No, not quite. Okay, we're getting... All right, so now I got to try to offer... Or I could let him come back as qualifying offer, but I'm going to just secure him right now. So Cam Whitmore, let's try this again. Trying to be cheap, as you guys can tell. So we'll go 25 flat. He should accept that. So we'll do that. Those guys are going to come back on... Wow, he's going to sign an offer sheet instead for only 1 year. Pretty surprising by that. Okay, well, we're going to match it. And then player progression... Wow, look at this. Everyone on this team is just developing like crazy. So 88 Sar, 87 Trey Johnson, 87 Belil, 85 Bub Carrington, 85 Whitmore, 84 Nate, 84 AJ Johnson, Branham 84. Like everyone basically is developing, which is really lovely to see. So again, this team remains deep, and I can't wait to see what we can do next year. I think there is a very big opportunity for us to maybe become a play-in team or playoff team, and that'd be beautiful if that ended up being the case. So here's a rotation we're going to roll with next year. We're a 3.5 perimeter-centric system, which is great. We got Carrington, Trey Johnson, Belil, Nate, Alex Sar, Cam Whitmore, Branham, AJ Johnson, Kashan George, and Tristan Vucevic. So this looks like a damn good rotation. I mean, yeah, I really like it. I think we should hopefully be a sneaky play-in playoff team this year. That'd be lovely to see. We'll see if 2K agrees with that notion, but we're off to a great start. So if we can find ourselves as a contender in the East, that would be what we're looking for, and so far we're off to a great start. Let's keep it up. The Luka Doncic wins MVP once again in a Bulls jersey. Stokes Rookie of the Year in Utah. VJ Edgecombe is your 6th man. Wemby is your depoy. Nate is your most improved, averaging 23 and 7. So man is turning into a stud for us, which is why I felt really good about drafting him 4th overall. Clutch player goes to Devin Booker. Kid is your Coach of the Year, and Hobson is your executive. So all NBA first team, all NBA second, and all NBA third team, all defensive first team, and all defensive second team. Here's our rookie team. So our rookie didn't play for us this year, but the one thing I will say is we ended up as the 4th seed in the East. Now, it's kind of weird because we went 42 and 40. I was good enough to get us the 4th seed, which is kind of weird to me, but hey, I guess I'll take it. So here were your stats. You had 24 from Nate, 21 from Trey Johnson, 13 and 8 from Sar, 12 from Whitmore, 12 from Branham, 10 from Belil, and then 9 from Carrington, 8 from AJ Johnson, 4 from Vucevic, and then 4 from Kashan George. So not bad. All right, let's go see what we could do. Actually, I'm going to leave the rotation the same right now. Let's go see what we can do in the playoffs. So Washington or Philadelphia is going to be our round 1 matchup. Of course, they have drafted DeBanza and Edgecombe in the last couple of seasons, so should be a fun matchup. And then how is our team stats this year as well? So points per game, let's see. We were what? 12th. So 12th offense, which isn't bad. And then it looks like our points allowed actually went down too, which is nice. So we were 17th. So a little bit towards the backpack as far as allowing points allowed, which is great. And now we get to play Philly. So game 1 is going to go to them. Very, very high scoring game there. And they're going to take both games in Washington. Not a great start. So let's go to an 9-man rotation and let's see if we can win game 3. And no, we cannot. We're going to get swept by the Philadelphia 76ers. Okay, so we win 1 game finally. And now we get to go back home and play a home game. So winning 2 straight would feel good because going down 3-0 in round 1 was not a great sign. But we are a super young team, so maybe we shouldn't be too discouraged yet. 111 to 105. So got some playoff experience, but didn't go super well, as we can all tell. So Chicago, San Antonio, Spurs go on and win it all. So the fact that we got some playoff experience is nice, but we did not perform so well when we were there, so that is a little disappointing. Don't believe we're going to have a lottery pick this year, so the first time we won't have one for a while, or for the first time in a while we haven't had one. We have Brooklyn's pick at 15, and then Brooklyn has pick 2. Okay, I'm not really sure why we have the Nets pick, but whatever. It's 15th overall. And Knicks, there must be some kind of like pick swappage there. But picking 15, maybe get to add another player who plays in the future. Let's go see if we can get at pick 15. And then let's see if we have another pick as well. I don't think we do, but yeah, it's just 15, 4, and 18. So pick 15, we have Ryan Hampton. We have Jamal McKnight. We have Zion Green, Jameson. Anybody with a Hall of Fame ceiling just sitting here for us? Not yet. Not seeing anybody. Okay, there's CJ Rosser here, so I'm going to take him at North Carolina, and that will be our pick. He's a 74 overall. Marcus Sears, and then we'll two-way this guy. We can. So that's just kidding. We can't. Okay. Player options. Vukovic, I think I will decline for now. And kind of see what Abraham becomes, and then maybe we revisit it, even though I don't know. We'll see. I'm not really sure how I'd get him back, but qualifying offer for Sarr, Kashan George, Dylan Jones, and AJ Johnson. So all guys I would have interest in coming back. I don't think I'll give Dylan Jones like a big contract or anything. He's not asked for much money anyway. And then of course Bilal got like a 1-year deal, so we got to give him his contract now. But yeah, as you can see, it's going to be very unrealistic for us to keep basically everybody. We cannot get AJ Johnson below. Like, we can't give all these guys $30 million a year. It's just not going to happen. So Kashan George and probably AJ Johnson are 2 guys we probably won't be able to bring back, if I'm completely honest with you. So I'm going to be re-signing Bub, Sarr, and Bilal, and then the other 2 are probably going to have to come back with their qualifying offers or just walk. But I'm cool if they come back with their qualifying offers because, again, getting them for as much as they're asking for right now is just going to be borderline impossible. If they get an offer sheet, they get to go somewhere else. If they come back, that's great too. We'll hold on to them for 1 more year. Let's see, but it's going to be impossible, like I said, to sign them both to those kind of contracts. So Newman, Johnson, and George are all back, which is great. So now you have a 90 Trey Johnson, a 90 Sarr, an 88 Bilal, an 86 Nate, 86 Branham, 86 Whitmore. Man, this team is deep, bro. It's crazy. The one thing I will say is our backup center situation is not the best. I thought Abraham would maybe develop a little bit better, but he's still a 7% overall, so could be the last guy off the bench if we choose for that to be the case. I also think I should be moving Whitmore to the 3. Probably should have done this earlier, but I'll do it now. So he's going to go to an 87 at the 3. I'll probably play over Will Riley right now for now. Will Riley as another option on this rotation is nice, but it probably is our best interest to be a little bit better this year. I don't know. I think sneaky championship is a little possible. I will say I think it's definitely on the table. Made it to the playoffs last year as the 4th seed at 42-40. We'd like to see our record improve and be a top 3 seed with a really good record, but we'll see. We'll see. Going to win MVP for the Mavericks. Baba is your rookie of the year. Edgecombe is your 6th man. Wemby is your DPOY, and then Young is your most improved. Shout out to Hans and Young over there. Peterson, clutch player, and Tom Thibodeau, coach here in Utah. Phillips is your executive, and here is your All-NBA first team. All-NBA second and All-NBA third team, all-defense first team, and all-defensive second team. Sarr makes an all-offensive team, which is great to see, 16-9. I mean, this was what you wanted to see when the Wizards drafted Sarr, is the ceiling of being a good defensive player, and it's showing, which is great. And we are the first seed in the East, so the team was really damn good. Player stats-wise, you had 23 from Trey Johnson, 19 from Nate, 16 from Sarr, 14. Now, the team's going to get a little bit worse next year because we'll lose AJ Johnson. And who was the other guy we're going to lose? It was AJ Johnson and Ishawn George, both in free agency, because resigning them to the money they were asking for was going to be borderline impossible. It's just not realistic. So 4.5 perimeter centric, and we get to play the Milwaukee Bucks. Also, looking at the team stats, I'm going to assume we were probably, a really good offense. If we had to guess, points per game, 123 points per game, points allowed 115. So it looks like points allowed per game, we had 76ers at the top, and then we were all the way down here, so 20th, which is great. So love to see that. And we get the Milwaukee Bucks, as I mentioned. So we get Poole, Grimes, Coward, Giannis, J. Huff. How is Coward already off the Grizzlies? I don't know. They declined him after 1 year. Yeah, that makes a ton of sense, 2K. Good job. Love that. Okay, game 1. We're up 1-0. Good start, 129-112. Malachi Branham, the leading scorer. Love that. Game 2, 2-0. Game 3, 3-0. And the Bucks just don't even stand a chance. Did they even have Giannis? I wasn't even paying attention. They did. So Giannis was still there. Okay, so we had Charlotte, who just won the Summer League Championship. Melo, Jalen Green, Knipple, Caleb Wilson, Turner, Miles Bridges. So same thing. How does Turner already off the Bucks? I guess he played his 3 seasons and declined his player option. I guess that makes sense. Okay. Game 1, we're up 1-0, 125-108. Good start, 30 from Trey Johnson. Game 2, they even it up. Game 3 goes to us. Game 4 goes to us. Can we beat them in 5? Okay, we're going to Game 6. Let's simcast Game 6. They want to fix rotational minutes like crazy. They want AJ Johnson to start in this game. Okay, I'm with it. So can we come out here and win on the road in Charlotte to close this series? They're right behind us. Can we hang on and get out of here alive? We barely will, but a win is a win. Malachi Branham has shown up a few times as our leading scorer as well. So very nice. Like I said, man, he is just such a damn good 50, 40, 90 in the playoffs and in the regular season. He's such a damn good 2K simulation player. We got Detroit and Orlando. and we get Detroit. Okay, Utah, OKC on the other side. So Detroit, you have Cade, Caleb Holt, the Jovic, Jalen Duren, AJ Mitchell, Ron Holland, Keon Ellis, Sadiq Bey. So not a bad team. Definitely like what the Pistons have done, but hopefully we can take them out here. Battle of the red and blue team. So they're up 1-0 and they're up 2-0. So they both take both games in DC. Not a great sign, but maybe we can return the favor in Detroit. That would be the most ideal thing we could possibly do right now. They are kind of behind us, but we will hang on. 127-102. Okay, just got to even it up, and it's back to, you know, being a tied series. So can we do that? We're going to go down 3-1. It's going to be a close game, but we're starting to run with it here at the end, and we will hang on, and now we have a tied series again. So that's great. Okay, game 5 in DC. Let's not lose at home again, please. Let's actually win this time around. So no home team has won yet, but I'm looking to change that here, hopefully. And we will. So we're going to be 112-105, Nate, with 38 in that one. Big, big win. We beat them in 6. They want to fix AJ Johnson and Carrington. We're fine with that. Game 6 on the road in Detroit. We already won 2 road games. Let's do it again. Or we're going to game 7. So close game here once. Can we make it happen? It's going to be a relatively close game. It's a 17-second game with 138-139. I think this is a perfect opportunity to jump in. So we have the ball too, which is great. So I'm not going to play this out because I already know if I do, I'm definitely going to choke this. So fingers crossed, the assistant, well, I guess it's not the assistant GM, just the simulation goes our way. Come on. Carrington, I need you right now. We just need 1 basket. That's it, man. That's all I'm asking for. 9 seconds left. He's going to take this all the way down. We just need a good shot. Good shot selection, please. He's wide open. That was a great shot selection. And he's going to splash it. 141-139. What a beautiful shot by Bub Carrington. Was wide open as well. WW shot. Now we just got to get a stop. It's got to get a stop, man. That's all we need right now. NBA Finals is right behind us. If we get a stop here. Come on, man. Come on. Cade is looking to get the ball. Do they get it in? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What a horrible gamble. But Caleb Holt's shot goes in and out. They almost won. Who just gambled on that, by the way? I really need to watch that because someone was trying to go for the steal and they left Caleb Holt wide open, dude. That could have been horrible. The Conference Finals champions, which is great, but we're looking for a bigger opportunity, obviously. Man, I want to watch that back. Who gambled on that? I wasn't even paying attention to who that was, but they almost sold, man. Tsar's going to be Conference Finals VP as well. That's good for him. I usually don't ever watch this ceremony, so it's kind of cool to see, but I really want to skip to see who did that gamble, but oh, we can finally look. Okay, so who did that? Can I work this? Yes, okay. Maybe? Can we get there? All right, so this is going to be who? It was Cam Whitmore. Okay. Just needed the culprit. That was a horrible, almost stole it, but that could have been really bad. But all right, we're going to the finals. So let's go see who we're playing. It's going to be OKC or Utah. It's going to be the Oklahoma City Thunder. Our Conference Finals MVP, which we saw on Shea as your Conference Finals MVP. So OKC at this point has Shea, Norman Powell. That's a nice addition for them. J-Dub, Chet, Sorber, Casey Wallace, Toppich, Jaden. Man, they're deep. They're a good team in OKC. They start to fall off there a little bit, I noticed, but they are a damn good team. So here we go. Can we make it happen? Game 1 is going to go to us. Beat them by 3. Good start. Game 2 is going to go to both. So we win both games at home. Can we win on the road too? Yes, we can. And we beat them in 5. Let's go. Just like that. DC comes home with the championship. Sar is your Finals MVP. Yeah, great rebuild. Clearly, this team already has a good foundation going as far as youth is concerned. Now, obviously, 2K's development is way different than real life. Not everyone's going to become a stud on this team. 2K just, you know, everyone just kind of develops into a star, basically, or high overall, rather. But this was a deep team. Nate was a great draft pick, and it ended up working out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Fun rebuild. I continue to do teams right now that have 15 and 14 players on their roster. So if they're still sitting with 13, like I almost did the Spurs, but they still only have 13 players. So gonna see what they do with that 14 spot before I do them. But thank you all for watching. Crushables, I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.